What's up guys, welcome to Anime Town. Out of the stupid number of animes out there, there are some that pique the interest of almost every anime fan. I'm talking about the ones where the main character gets betrayed or disowned and then his life goes through a subtle change. Now before we get started, just make sure that you press that like and subscribe button. With that said, the topic of today's video is the top 10 anime where main characters gets betrayed and goes dark to seek revenge. However, before we get onto this list, I just want you to know this list is a mixture of both popular and less known animes, so I'm sure you would be able to find something to watch unless you are a veteran who has been through the depths of the anime world and back. In that case, I humbly declare you are my senpai. Well then, shall we begin? Starting from number 10, the one on our list is Cross Angie, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. The main character Angelise is the first princess of a noble empire. Appearance-wise, she is quite a bombshell. One look and she is already on your waifu list. Her kingdom has great power and influence because of the advancement of the great mana technology. Mana is some kind of abstract light and it's important because it has created eternal peace. However, not everyone has mana. Those who don't are called Norma. These people get betrayed by society and in some cases, even exterminated. Angelise also wants to eliminate most of these Normas. However, it just so happens that when her 16th birthday comes up, it gets discovered that she is also a Norma, which to be fair, even Angelise had no idea about. You can probably guess what happens next. At number 9, we have Arifureta from Commonplace to World's Strongest. The main character named Hajime Nogumo is a 17-year-old otaku who has lived an ordinary peaceful life when suddenly he and his classmates get summoned to a totally new world. Not only that, their job is to save the world. Considering how saving the world is no ordinary feat, every one of his classmates is given some sort of impressive ability or skill. However, he himself gets laughed at for receiving a somewhat low-tier transmutation skill. And then, during one of their travels, Hajime gets betrayed by one of his classmates and gets thrown into the bottom of the abyss. At number 8, we have Mahou Shoujo Maroka Magika. Ever heard the proverb not to judge a book by its cover? Apparently that applies to anime as well. One should never judge an anime by its name or poster. At first glance, this one might seem like a wholesome slice of life cute girl anime, but that is hardly the case. In truth, this is a pretty dark and psychological anime. There are still some cute girls though. Now the story is about how two girls named Madoka and Sayaka are given a unique deal when they save a cat-like being called Kyubey. He tells them that he would make any one of their wishes come true, but in return, they would have to become magical girls. The decision they make practically turns their whole world upside down. Up next at number 7, we have Shinsekai Yori. Shinsekai Yori is one of the most original animes there are. Seriously, the groundbreaking visuals of the future that this anime portrays is enough to reel anyone in. This anime plays with your brain cells like little kids play street football. The prologue explains how in the future, a puny little amount of humans learned psychokinesis and they turned the entire world into chaos and wreaked havoc everywhere. But after a while, things settle down and humans start to live in accordance with complex rules. It is the story of 5 kids, their beginning and their end.
前らもなんとか言えよ。朝から走ってんだ。お前らだって休みたいって。
Moving on at number 6, we have Evil or Live. Alright, I'll be blunt here. The main character Hibiki is too addicted to the internet. That's why his very own mother knocks him out and then leaves him at a rehabilitation academy. Of course, it all happens while he was unconscious, so when he wakes up and sees where he is at in shock and horror, only then does he realize that his mother has had enough of all his internet nonsense. But this academy is a nightmare. In fact, calling it a prison would be more accurate.
顔には傷をつけないでね。来月両親が来るから。
わかりました。燃えろ。
We are halfway done. At number 5, we have The Rising of a Shield Hero. I am sure that most of you were waiting for this anime to just pop up. Well, this is where the main character experienced one of the worst kinds of betrayal there are, so it is only natural that it'll be on this list. What happens is that a 20-year-old named Iwatani Naofumi gets isekai to a fantasy world along with 3 more heroes. They get a weapon each, but while the other 3 get weapons like sword, spear, or bow, Naofumi gets shield, and he gets belittled for being the only one with a defensive weapon. But he was a nice guy and also a little bit of a pushover, so he doesn't let it get to him. However, after getting betrayed, he had to suffer a lot. His personality did a 180, and the epitome of all that suffering led to him unlocking the Rage Shield. Next at the number 4th spot comes Berserk. Berserk is quite a controversial anime. Some people enjoy it so much that they start reading the manga from square one, while some just straight out hate the show, probably because they haven't actually read the manga and the anime isn't a good adaptation of the manga either. I mean, the Berserk manga is ranked number 1 at myanimelist.com. Not only that, it's been around for a decade longer than One Piece, so it's definitely something worth checking out. Anyways, the main character Guts is on a pursuit to hunt down the very man that he once considered a friend. Honestly, Guts has had one of the roughest pasts in the entirety of both anime and manga.
逃げたんじゃねえ。逃げられねえんだ。
やだ。ヒデが死ぬのはやだ。そんなの許せない。
Alright, up next at the 3rd spot is Tokyo Ghoul. The perfect example of an anime date going terribly, or rather awfully wrong. The main character, named Kaneki Ken, used to live an ordinary yet happy life. The moment he got a date with a girl he had a crush on, he was happy. Now trust me guys, as I say this, it seems ridiculous to talk about. Kaneki was happy when he got a date with that girl. However, Murphy's Law goes berserk. His new girlfriend turns out to be a ghoul, and she hooked up with him just to eat his meat. No, that came out wrong. Anyways, this doesn't kill him, and by the end of the 1st season, Kaneki realizes that this world never favors the weak.
僕は一人だ。僕の居場所なんてどこにもない。
Only 2 anime left. At number 2 spot, we have 91 Days. The main character, named Angelo Lugusa, loses everything he held dear. His parents, as well as his younger brother, get mercilessly murdered right in front of him. That kind of tragedy is enough to make any anime character devote their lives to hate and revenge. He adopts a new identity, and then 7 years later, he tries to befriend the son of the very family that killed his own family. One by one, he plans on killing them all.
ヴィンセント・バネッティ、息子のネロ、そして晩のクレメンテ。
やめろ、間違いとはいえ実の兄だぞ。
綺麗事で世界は変えられないから。
Looks like we are finally down to the #1 spot, and the anime we have is Code Geass. Lelouch and his sister Nanali are betrayed by the Emperor, and that's why they have to live their lives under fake identities. Betrays are as natural as beach episodes in this anime. Even the main character is willing to do whatever it takes to achieve his own ideals. Now, Code Geass is a masterpiece with a genius main character who changes the fate of an entire world. It was the perfect anime to wrap up this video. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to turn that gray like button to blue and that red subscribe button gray. Ring that notification bell too while you are at it so that you don't miss any future videos. Share your own personal favorite animes where the main character hides his true nature in the comment section down below. Well then, see you guys on my next video. Until then, stay safe and watch anime.